Hello there everyone, this is Chillainous. Welcome back to another Neofly Career Microsoft Flight Sim video. Today we are taking off out of Shepparton in Victoria, Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango. The wind is quite light and I'm very happy to have very little wind as we come out of here. Did a live stream on the 18th of July 2023. There's a card up in the top right if you want to see that. But we got a new plane. We got qualified in our C license and we have rented a Grand Caravan 208 and I'm really excited to fly this thing. We're still playing around with house money. Our loan doesn't come out for a couple of days at this point. So I'm going to hold on to the money until the next loan repayment and then I'll pay it back so that we can do some more cargo missions on stream, which are right here on YouTube. If you want to see more of that, don't forget to like this video to say to YouTube that you want to see more and then hit the subscribe button with all notifications to get notified when I go live. With that, let's get into the cockpit of the 208. Here we are. It's still a little daunting for me to be flying this plane. It's been a long time since I've flown it regularly, but I've written up a checklist here. I actually hand wrote it out so I don't have to have more windows open than my computer needs. We're going to start our pre-flight. The fuel selector needs to be both. Check. Engine ignition selectors are over here. I'll turn that to on. Power lever needs to be idle. When it says power level, it means the throttle, and the prop lever needs to be max RPM. Check. Starting the engine. Battery switch on. Beacon. Avionics switch 1 is enabled. The fuel boost needs to be turned on. The starter on. This should get the propellers spinning any second. From here, the propeller is started so we can turn the starter off. The fuel boost can go back to normal and avionics switch 2 can come in. From here, we'll put in our flight plan. We are taking off to Young today. So we will get over to Young. We're taking a fragile cargo with us today because I need to work on my landings in this aircraft. So that is what we are going to be practicing, and it's probably going to be it's not going to be pretty. I think there might be 2 runways. No, there is only one. We want to fly in 01. And let's see if they have any procedures here. We'll select the approach, visual 01. Okay, so we have vectors or straight. There's no real anything like that. So we will we'll go straight in. Let's pull up a flight chart here for Young so we can get our minimums. As far as I can see here, there is not much information, so we will be coming in for an extremely visual approach. This is going to be interesting. Our flight plan is now sorted though, so we can do that. From here we will request a pushback. I recently got my hands on Pushback, which is the smart pushback. We're going to pre-plan our pushback. So I know that we'll have to come right around. Wait, can we? No, I must be thinking of Bendigo Airport and not this one. Okay, so with that, we're going to plan our pushback. And there we go. That's our pushback planned. Let's get this pushback sorted. Charlie Hotel A21, requesting pushback. Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango traffic, Cessna Charlie Hotel A21 is taxiing to runway 36. few little things we have to do here. The parking brake is set. Strobe now needs to come on, and we will turn on our landing lights. Taxi lights can come off. With that, the takeoff, the before takeoff checklist is complete. Let's call up tower and let's ask them for a clearance.
Yankee Sierra Hotel Tango traffic, Cessna Charlie Hotel 821 taking off runway 36 for north departure.
Full throttle. Autopilot and yaw damper are on. Let's pull back the throttle very slightly so that we do not overheat the engines. I didn't set an altitude. I knew I would forget something. There's always something that I seem to forget. We have a decent flight here, so I'm going to fly up at around 8,000 feet. I think everything is all good. We can now get into the cinematics. Once again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you do want to see more. And when you hit subscribe, if you hit all notifications, you'll also get notified when I go live. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you on the other side. Okay, we're getting pretty close to our top of descent, so I'm going to start actually descending now, and we have a lot of time to descend. We're going to be dropping 5,000 feet. If we do that at 500 feet, it'll be 10 minutes. If we do that at 600 feet, we will be better off. So I'm going to pull back on the throttle now as we start descending. I know our top of descent is just a few minutes away here. I'm not sure if there is a glide path coming into Young Airfield, but I'd rather not risk that. Now, the reason I'm flying out to Young from Shepparton is because I wanted to move into this sort of area around Sydney. We'll probably find ourselves flying to Canberra at some stage very soon, and then from there onto Sydney through the suburbs maybe as we come up. Then from Sydney, we'll fly up to Brisbane, just up here somewhere. So with all of that said, you now know what I'm thinking and you know kind of where the direction of everything is going. I will see you now on the approach.
Yankee November Golf traffic, Cessna Charlie Hotel 821, 25 miles southwest, 7,000 feet, about to land on runway 01.
We are right on our straight approach. There's the airfield. By the looks of things, we are very high. It looks like there is no glide slope to capture, which is going to be interesting. So let's slow the plane right down. Oh, there is a glide slope. We are too high for it. So let's hit the approach. Let's set the vertical speed downwards quite heavily. We want to try and stay below 150, I think, for flaps. Yes, takeoff and autopilot is 150, so we will put on the flaps. Try and lose a lot of speed here. There we go. We have now intercepted the glide path. I'm going to go flaps 2. Give it a little bit of throttle, not too much. We want to be coming in at maybe 90 to land at 85. 85 to 60, but I don't want to float too much either. There's our 90. Confirm, flaps 2, confirmed. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot at this point and try not to overthink the landing. I've been doing that a lot in this plane. It lands a lot sooner than it looks, so... Oh, Jesus. Take out the throttle. Try and land center line.
That was a harder landing than we like to see, pilot.
I agree. We have landed in Young Airfield. Let's turn off the engine. From there, I'm going to set the engine fuel to cut off. We will disable the propeller. We will disable the throttle. And let's unload here. We are going to go over to Neofly to do our overview here. And you might notice I didn't include it in the beginning of the video because I wanted to just get on with it. I notice a lot of people click off very early, so... Our landing was 237 feet. It was too hard for the sensitive cargo, so we're going to lose a little bit of money because of that. Okay, so we took off at 2:40 p.m. and our landing was at 74 knots. The speed was right, but the vertical speed was not at 237. Maybe I let off the throttle a little too heavy there. Reward is now, is that still $18,000? $18,912? That's insane. Still good money. Taxi to the parking. We got our bonus security. We got our aircraft stress bonus. We got the payload realism bonus. And because we got a C qualification of 1 star, we got an XP rate of 2. That doesn't make sense. I thought it was 1. We'll go check that out in a sec. The total flight XP was 232 XP. And we lost roughly $3,200 in fees. But our payment for the mission was $18,912, which means that we made roughly $15,700-ish. Give or take a little bit, and we lost the fragile cargo XP because we broke it. I'm going to have a look at the qualifications here. We'll look at the C qualification. And if we look here, flight XP bonuses will be based on the number of stars awarded to you. So this one here, the C plane, is indeed 1 star. For 2 times ratio. So with that, we've made a little bit of money. I am going to disconnect here and go edit the video. Thank you very much everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed it, once again, please do leave a like. It lets YouTube know that you want to see more and that others may enjoy it. And if you subscribe, you'll get notifications when I upload videos, and I live stream here on YouTube as well. So you'll be able to get all the information there. Really cool to see people coming out there and chatting. I really enjoyed it the last few streams, and I've just done a bunch of things graphically to the stream to make it look pretty, and hopefully you think so as well. But I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Do all the things. Check out the link for Discord in the description if you're into that sort of thing, and I will see you again hopefully next time. Until then, take care. Ciao.